The Israeli military recently issued an evacuation order to all civilians in Gaza City, instructing them to move southward. This was in response to the series of Hamas attacks that has shaken the world. Thousands of Israelis and Palestinians have died since those attacks started. Now, the Israel-Hamas conflict is often depicted as some ongoing and deeply rooted geopolitical struggle. I'm talking complicated historical, political, and humanitarian dimensions. Now, regardless of whatever side you're on, here are some undisputed facts regarding the Israel-Palestine conflict that we can all agree on. I am Gloria Ayo, and this is Facts of the Matter on Parallel Facts. Number 1, historical disputes. The origin of this conflict can be traced to the late 19th and early 20th centuries when Jewish immigration to historic Palestine began to increase. Now, sadly, there were a lot of tensions, and due to these escalating tensions, the State of Israel was then established in 1948. Then this marked the outset of the Arab-Israeli conflict, which has since evolved into the Israel-Palestine conflict that we all know today. Israelis have pointed to the threats and attacks faced by the Jewish community in the region before 1948. And then Palestinians, on the other hand, keep emphasizing that they've lost their homes and livelihoods since that displacement happened in 1948. Number 2, territorial disputes. So Israelis and Palestinians share ties to a certain region, and that region is marked by ancient Jewish kingdoms and Arab Muslim rule. As a result, there have been disputes over that territory since Israel was established. The West Bank and Gaza Strip are key areas of contention. The West Bank, which is east of Israel, has a substantial Palestinian population, yet it holds deep biblical and historical significance for many Israelis. Gaza is also a place that's home to a huge Palestinian community. Essentially, there's a separation barrier which Palestinians argue encroaches on their territory. Israelis also argue that they have symbolic historical ties to these territories. So both sides want to protect their sovereignty and self-determination. So determining who governs these territories has been a long drawn battle. This conflict has been so exhausting that many have called it the world's most intractable conflict. Number 3, religion. Let's start with Jerusalem. So Jerusalem is considered the holiest site in Judaism. Christians revere it for its association with the life and crucifixion of Jesus Christ. For Muslims, the Al-Aqsa Mosque and the Dome of the Rock are among the most sacred sites, believed to be the place from which the Prophet Muhammad ascended to heaven. Number 4, cultural significance. Still on Jerusalem, beyond the religious dimension, Jerusalem is culturally significant for both Israelis and Palestinians. It is a city with a rich history and diverse heritage, and this heritage actually encompasses various architectural, artistic, and culinary traditions. So Jerusalem serves as a focal point for a national identity and cultural expression for both Israelis and Palestinians. So you can see how, given the shared claims to Jerusalem's holy sites and cultural heritage, any developments in Jerusalem, such as changes in control, changes in access or status, can trigger intense emotions and reactions. Disputes over control of East Jerusalem, which was captured by Israel in the 1967 Six-Day War, have been particularly combative. Number 5, external influences. International entities and various regions have had a major impact on the Israel-Palestine conflict, often supporting one side over the other. Israel has enjoyed support from the US, Canada, and even some European, African, and Latin American countries. Palestine has also been supported by some African and Latin American countries. And in addition to that, we have Arab and Muslim majority countries such as Saudi Arabia, Iran, and Jordan showing their full support for Palestine too. And how about China and Russia? Even though they try to maintain diplomatic relations with both Israel and Palestine, they have also shown support for Palestine. So the backing provided by these nations for Israel and Palestine has deepened the divisions in public perspectives. The Israel-Hamas conflict is a long-standing and complex issue. Now, this issue has been marked by a sharp divide in global and regional opinions, as well as significant internal differences among those directly involved. It remains a touchy topic that challenges the international community to find lasting solutions for peace and stability.